Hey everyone, today we'll be talking about some Endless Space 2, some DLC action. This is Magic Man Scott 40k. This is going to be one of those 2025 guides. I'm going to be focusing on Penumbra. This will be a Umbral Choir slash hacking guide. Now I think this video will be one of the shorter ones because I do think this will be a lot easier to explain than the Behemoth mechanic and Volter's teleporting. So yeah. So this is a hacking DLC. This focuses more on. This is more of a sabotage mechanic. It's not a instant win, like you can't like hack someone and win. Really all you can do is hack someone and slow them down. So if you want to slow someone down to a crawl, this is it. Now I want to give you guys my thoughts real quick. I actually really enjoy this DLC. I enjoy it. I might enjoy it more than the other ones. Now hacking is not all that special, but I really enjoy Umbral Choir as a whole. I really do think Umbral Choir is one of the more fun factions out there. But I do think they are a pain to fight. They're really annoying to fight. So I really enjoy playing as them, but I wouldn't wish anyone to fight them. But yeah, I highly recommend this DLC. It's really fun. Now if you're watching a DLC video, I'm guessing you know the basics already. Now you don't really need to know the basics for Umbral Choir because they have a completely different playstyle. So for Umbral Choir, you are required. For Umbral Choir, you have to hack. That was kind of a tongue twister there. I'm gonna try again. For Umbral Choir, you have to hack to do anything. If you want to play the game, you have to hack. Now hacking is actually pretty easy. It just takes a while. I guess we'll get to it. This will be a hacking Umbral Choir guide. Now I did only play him once, and I do have proof of that. I have proof of my gameplay. So right here is my gameplay. 300 turns, Umbral Choir win. So I might turn that on to show you guys what the military looks like. So Umbral Choir at the very end, they can win just by being rich. So let's say you have, where is it? Okay, let's say you have economic victory turned on. Umbral Choir can win just by having money. They're very, very good at money. They're kind of like Lumeris in a way. They can make more money than anyone. Now you might be wondering, how does Umbral Choir make so much money? By stealing it. So yeah. So for Umbral Choir, you make money based on how much your opponent makes money, if that makes sense. You take a percentage. It does have a 3-star difficulty, but I found them pretty easy. They're not too bad. I found Hisho to be much more difficult, but they're honestly not too bad. And as a pacifist faction, you really don't have to fight. You can go an entire game and not fight anyone, and you can be fine. You can get away with not fighting anyone. So, let me go ahead and click on Umbral Choir.
We watch from the shadows, but we are not to be feared.
So these guys are basically ghosts or shadows that they repopulate by hacking someone and kind of stealing their body and transforming them into something else. So they're basically ghost wires. The trailer really explains, if you watch the trailer, it really explains them a lot better than I can. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and play it. So me personally, I really enjoy all the pacifist factions. Now I do like action a lot, but I just like, I like Unfallen. I think Unfallen's fun. I think Umbral Choir is a lot of fun, and I do think this is one of the better DLCs. Now I will say, Vultures adds a lot to the game. Umbral Choir really just adds hacking, and that's it. So if you like hacking, I do think hacking makes the game easier, and I will get into that tutorial. Really, to explain Umbral Choir, I have to explain hacking. I can't do one without the other. So as soon as I hit start, I'm going to talk about hacking and all that. So yeah. So Umbral Choir is an alien from outside the galaxy, and they stumbled into ours, and they decided to help us. They're a peaceful faction. So basically they found our galaxy and now want to end all fighting. They pretty much have the same exact story as Unfallen, except Unfallen stops fighting with trees. These guys stop fighting with hacking, if that makes sense. And really what they do is they hack someone, and then they go about their lives normally. So really, it's not as bad as it sounds. Alright, I guess I'll go ahead and show you gameplay. I'm going to show you the first couple turns, and then I'm going to load up that turn 300 gameplay, just to show you some stuff. And one thing I want to mention is I do think Umbral Choir is strong, but because they take money based on percentage, they're strong based on how strong your opponent is, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and start it. Now Umbral Choir is very steel heavy, meaning you kind of need to find the other player right away. So I'll go ahead and start it. Oh yeah, it also adds invisibility to the game, which is pretty cool. Invisibility is shared. So I'll skip the movie, but it explains how they work.
A traveler of the wider cosmos.
So I will try to explain the first couple turns and how they work. I will say Umbral Choir is completely different. Umbral Choir are completely different from any other faction, so it's going to be hard to explain them. Alright, so first thing about Umbral Choir is they spawn on a special node. This can be a black hole, this can be like an asteroid belt. They spawn on a special node. And when someone looks at them, they don't see anything. So only you can see yourself, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but that's how it works. So when you fight Umbral Choir, you don't look for a planet, you look for like a black hole. That's where they're at. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it. This is their home world. Okay. So let's take a look here. This is their home world. It's a giant, like, it says here it's a portal. It's basically a giant portal. Now something important to remember is this is their home, but because it's not a planet, this is not a planet. If you look here, it says crescent. So if we look at here, if you look here, it says +5 per planet at the very bottom. +5 food per planet. And if we look here, it says this is not a planet. So really this is plus 10. But because it's not a planet, it's more like plus 5, if that makes sense. Hopefully some of that made sense. Umbral Choir are going to be very difficult to explain. Another thing about Umbral Choir is this screen here is the only one. This is the only screen you'll be looking at because Umbral Choir cannot own land. They cannot expand at all. So they don't have an expansion ship. So you can see here, this is a patroller. It patrols the galaxy. And this is a patroller. It patrols the galaxy. I don't have a colonizer. Now to colonize, you need the hack, which is this here. This is how you expand. Now with Umbral Choir, you're not very picky about planets because you're a ghost. So really any planet will work. If that makes sense. They're kind of hard to explain. So you can colonize all these at the start of the game, but really what you want to do is to get the most bang out of your buck, you actually want to overpopulate. You want this to be full, because when you overpopulate, that's how you expand. You expand by overpopulating, which is kind of a weird mechanic. So we want this bar to be full, and when it's full, that extra guy it expands. It's pretty hard to explain without actually doing it. So here's the Umbral Choir, +1 science and +1 bandwidth. You'll be using a lot of bandwidth. Oh yeah, because you can't expand, these are the only rocks you'll get for most of the game. Sorry. Because you can't expand, these two rocks here, you'll be getting these for most of the game. You won't really be getting these other rocks. The red one, yellow one, the purple one. These two here, these are kind of your bread and butter. One thing to note is it is a cold crescent, and we have +1 science. So our science is actually not that bad. So this is kind of a science pacifist faction. And again, you can win by doing nothing. If you do nothing, you can pretty much win. So I'm actually going to start by not clicking on anything, because I want this bar to be full. And when it's full, that's how we expand. It's kind of hard to explain. I'm going to go ahead and try to show you how that works. Now we still need to unlock planets like everyone else. So really when it comes to the tech tree, you still have to play it normally. I don't really have any recommendations for this. You can get these in any order you want. But because you can win by not fighting, you really don't need military. You don't really need any of this. And Umbral Choir don't benefit from taking planets. So you really don't need any invasion stuff. Anything that says ground invasion, you don't really need it. Like this is orbital bombardment upgrade, and it's Umbral Choir, you don't really need it, if that makes sense. So for Umbral Choir, what you really want is science, because science is hacking. All the hacking DLC is right here. So if we look at here, this is a hacking unlock. And if we keep going, this is a hacking unlock. See that? This is a hacking unlock. And as Umbral Choir, we do want to grab all of these. And as a pacifist faction, we also want to grab treaties. We want to grab this right away. Something to mention is because these are these are our only planets. We can't have minor factions. So something to know. These crescents here are Umbral Choir only, if that makes sense. So no, if we find another faction, we can't assimilate them. They can't join our. We can be friends with people, but they can't join our workforce, if that makes sense. So we are a pacifist faction, and pacifists get stronger the more alliances you have. So I do think Umbral Choir benefit from bigger maps. If you play on a bigger map, pacifists get stronger and stronger. One thing to note is Umbral Choir have the power to hack forever, and every time you hack, you steal stuff. So really, if you play on a big, if you're playing on a big map, you can hack all of this and steal everything. Another thing I want to say is Umbral Choir can teleport. They can teleport their home system at a high cost. So say it takes 20 turns to hack someone, and you want it to be like 5 turns. What you can do at a very high cost is you can take your home system and teleport it to another special node, like a black hole. Like say I want to teleport here, I can. And now hacking is a lot faster. So that's something available to you. And because we need to hack something to play the game, I'm just gonna go ahead and show that off. We're gonna be hacking every turn, and we start out with the power to hack 2 things. Everyone else starts out with the power to hack 1 thing, but as Umbral Choir, we have the power to hack 2 things. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do some gameplay here. Really, there's nothing to do on this screen. I want this bar to fill up because that's how you expand. So really, I don't want more resources. Resources are actually bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my curiosities. Whoops, I clicked too fast. Hold on. I clicked way too fast. Okay, now I can slow it down. +4 dust, that's pretty good. +5 vision. Some kind of event. Oh yeah, because we don't really expand, you really don't have to explore your area. Exploring your area is kind of a waste of time. So really, as Umbral Choir, we really want to find the next empire as soon as possible, because that's how we grow. We steal stuff and we grow for that. Okay. Oh yeah, we do start out with invisibility, so no one can see us. And while invisible, no one can attack us. Now there is a counter to this. If we go here in the tree, there is anti-cloaking. You can see here that there's anti-cloaking, and once this is active, our cloaking will turn off. But at the same time, we can also upgrade our cloaking. So it's kind of a back and forth. We will upgrade our cloaking to level 3, and then some guy out there will have to upgrade their anti-cloaking to level 3 to counter us. Alright, I'm going to show you how expansion works because it's kind of weird. We got a hero. Let's go ahead and talk about the hero. Senator's pretty good. Counselor's pretty good. Let's just go ahead and slap that on our crescent. There we go. And yeah, I think that'll be a pretty good first turn. We're just gonna slap this on our crescent. And now we're gonna explore our area. And we do colonize like other people, but we can't actually take the planet. So let's go ahead and explore. And at the start of the game, we do no damage. You'll see here that we have 0 damage. So we do have to unlock damage. So let's go ahead and just buy something. I guess we'll do food. Because, so Umbral Choir is very important to have a high population. It's very, very important. So really with Umbral Choir, you want all the food upgrades. Now because you don't really need a military, we're going to ignore all the industry stuff. And we'll be stealing gold. So gold doesn't really matter. Or dust. So dust and industry don't really matter. What we need is science and food. So let's get all the food upgrades. And we'll do the dust upgrades last. Okay, those will take 8 turns. Alright. Yeah, as Umbral Choir, you actually want all your food upgrades first. And let's go ahead and unlock mining. We can sell it and make a lot of money. And we can use that money to make an alliance. So let's go ahead and play the game for a bit. And I'm just going to explore my nearby area. So, to expand, I need to hack this planet. You need to hack this planet, but they're not unlocked. So, expansion for Umbral Choir is normal. But the way you get people on your planet is by overpopulation. So that's what we want to do. We actually want to overpopulate our planet, and then we can expand. So I'm going to let them auto-explore. We can hack asteroid belts, so we can go ahead and do that. Let's just go ahead and hack this asteroid belt, and we'll get the benefit. There we go. This will be our first hack. And let's go ahead and put a defense hack on our system. There we go. Now we're hacking. So right now we're hacking this asteroid belt, and now we can't be hacked ourselves. So that's not a bad turn 3. And when we level up our hero, we're gonna get all the food upgrades. So we do want to colonize. Okay. Purge or assimilate a minor faction. This is actually very easy for us because we have so much charisma. We're kind of a charisma faction. So this is a very easy objective. Discover 10 more systems. So there's probably like 2 more systems in our area, and then we have to leave. So I'm actually going to do the first one. I think the first one will be easier. Gaining the trust of an alien is very easy for us. I'm trying to show you a planet that we can take over, but I cannot find one. I want to show you how expansion works, but I cannot find a planet that we have unlocked. Oh, here we go. Got lucky there. Okay. So I guess this will work. Yeah, 2 planets. Okay, yeah, I guess this will work. Alright, so this is how we expand. And it's gonna take a while. So we're gonna go ahead and hit the hack. This is how Umbral Choir expansion works. So we're gonna hit hack, click on our home, and then click on the planet we want. Now each planet will require a hack. So it says here 6 churns. It says right there 6 churns. And we're gonna have to hack it twice. So it's gonna take us 12 churns to get it. So in 6 churns we will have our first expansion. And expanding with Umbral Choir is very strange. We're gonna go ahead and unlock mining again. And we can go ahead and just sell it. Okay, here we go. This will be our miner faction. And we have a lot of charisma. So getting this miner faction is really easy. So let's go ahead and talk to him. Oh yeah, we need to unlock that. So okay, 1 second. So basically, we can get minor factions very easily. But again, no one is allowed to join. No one is allowed to join your crescent. So we can have minor factions, but we can't actually. They can't join us. It's kind of confusing. Alright, let's just go ahead and get all our curiosities. Because why not? Wow, we got 2 minor factions. Okay, so hacking makes being friends with them much easier. So we're just gonna hack these guys over and over and over and over again until we're friends. I'm gonna keep ending churn until we explore our area and until our hacks are done. Okay, so this is the asteroid belt. By placing down a beacon, we can now steal the bonus. And this is kind of your version of influence. This is how you capture special nodes. You can also capture special nodes using science behemoths, but we don't have any science behemoths right now. So we're gonna go ahead and hit beacon, and this will let us. Sorry. We're gonna go ahead and place down this beacon, and this will let us steal the asteroid bonus. And this asteroid bonus is plus 50 industry. So instead of buying the industry upgrade, we're just gonna go ahead and steal it. And stealing it does cost bandwidth. So our bandwidth right now is getting higher and higher. We're gonna run out of bandwidth soon. Now that we're done hacking this, we can hack again. So let's go ahead and hack these minor factions, which is part of the quest. And we're just gonna hack these guys over and over and over again. So that will take 9 churns. But we are just gonna hack them over and over and over again. Actually, it would have been easier to finish colonizing this, and then we can hack from there. That was probably a mistake by me. I should have waited for us to colonize, and then it would have been faster. I'm just gonna keep hitting end churn until we expand. Okay. So, create sanctuary. Create sanctuary is a fancy way of saying colonize. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit this button, and we're gonna colonize. So it takes us about 6 turns to colonize, which is way faster than most people. There we go. Okay. This is what a Umbral Choir expansion looks like. And as you notice, we're not actually controlling this planet. It doesn't say we own it, even though we colonized it. This is a sanctuary. Now the way sanctuaries work is when we overexpand, the leftovers, instead of leaving the planet, when you overexpand, they leave the planet. But for Umbral Choir, let me try that again. I have an event today, so I'm kind of multitasking. I'm trying to get this video out and I'm multitasking, so that's why I got a lot on my mind today. So hopefully this video makes sense. But when this bar gets full, they normally leave the planet. But for Umbral Choir, when this bar gets full, we actually expand. So we want this bar to get full, and when we become too full, it'll go here. Does that make sense? This is why food is important. When we have too much food, they will go here. Right? Now for Umbral Choir to show up here, we have to click on link. So we're just going to go ahead and click on link. Now you need to click on link for us to expand. And from this point forward, all these resources here will go to us. Now as you notice, there's no upgrade screen. There's no upgrade screen, right? You can't upgrade your planets. See, there's no upgrade screen. But the way Umbral Choir works is a small piece of your upgrades apply to your sanctuaries. So we can go back to here. +5 food goes to our sanctuary. So when we upgrade this crescent, we're also upgrading our colonized planet. Now the way Umbral Choir works is you will be here forever. This is yours forever. Now what you want to do is you want to have another player come over here and colonize. Because the way Umbral Choir works is you can have a planet and your opponent can have the same exact planet. And your opponent will upgrade this planet, right? You'll get this planet here will get upgraded. And what you can do is steal all the upgrades. So the way Umbral Choir works is we will have this planet forever, and we want the other player to go ahead and make an outpost and colonize it. And when they upgrade it, we will also get all the upgrades. If that makes sense. They're very tricky. Umbral Choir is very tricky to start, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad. They're very hard to explain, but they're very easy to play. And because we can steal anything, we will be fine. There we go. Oh yeah, when we colonize, we can now hack from here. So instead of hacking from here, we can now hack from here. So that'll make things a lot easier for us. We can actually hack again. So what I'm going to do is put a defense hack. You want to put a defense hack on all your planets. And then we're going to go ahead and hack the minor faction, which was... oh, it's over here. We can actually hack this right now. So with hacking, you don't have to worry about distance. hacking is not affected by distance. So we don't have space travel unlocked, but with hacking, it doesn't matter. We should be able to hack this even without space travel unlocked. And there we go. We just hacked this minor faction. And when we hack it, we can fake their notes and make us look better. And that's what we're gonna do. And we also have another asteroid belt. That's another plus 50 industry. So our industry should skyrocket. It's plus 100 right now. And that was without any upgrades. I put 0 upgrades on this crescent. And I have plus 100 industry. Kinda hard to explain, but that's how it works. Now, you can have as many asteroid belts as you want. It does cost bandwidth. And the cost, the first asteroid belt costs 10 bandwidth. The second asteroid belt will cost 20 bandwidth. And the third asteroid belt will cost 30 bandwidth. So when you have 3 asteroid belts, it'll cost about 60 bandwidth, give or take. So it's kind of expensive. Pirates can see you, and they can also stop you. They can stop you from hacking them. So you can't really hack pirates. Because we're invisible, pirates won't be a problem until they unlock anti-cloaking, which they can. As you can see here, we do 0 damage. So it's gonna be a very, very long time before we can take these pirates out. So something we can do, because it's gonna take us so long to kill them, we'll just go ahead and friend them for now. So we can do pirate diplomacy until we have military. We can also hack them to make friendship easier. Basically, you want to hack everything, and this will make your friendship a lot easier. We can also grab this planet here, which is an ocean. Yeah, this will work. We can grab this. Now, as a ghost, it doesn't really matter which planet you get. They don't really care. So pretty much any planet is fine. And again, your enemy faction can show up and help you out, if that makes sense. So let's just go ahead and get our curiosities. We're gonna go ahead and unlock. We're gonna go ahead and unlock friendship. So let's go ahead and unlock that. Kind of a big deal for Umbral Choir. And when we do unlock this planet, all the aliens will disappear, but we will get the resources. So when we finish this quest, you'll notice all the aliens will be gone. But we do get the faction trait, and we do get all the stuff. I do think we get their ships too. Their ships will be our main form of combat for a while. And I think I do want to colonize this. This looks pretty good. This is actually a great start. There's a lot of resources. Oh yeah, so you can hack. It doesn't matter where they're at. You can hack it. So you can see here. So we don't have space travel unlocked. But as you can see here, we can hack it anyways. So distance doesn't matter when it comes to hacking. And we will hack these guys over and over and over again until they're friends of us. There we go. Now there is a way to speed up hacking, and you need offense for that. which is this one here. This one gives you 30% speed. So instead of 6 turns, we can cut it down to maybe 4. So we can unlock faster hacking. So there's pretty much nothing we can do with these pirates until we have enough gold to pay them off. We're just gonna have to pay off the pirates because we have no damage. Okay, and what's our planet limit? 4? Okay. There we go. Okay, now we unlocked talking, and this is a big deal for Umbral Choir. Now, I do want more food. Food's really a big deal for Umbral Choir, and we can go ahead and get more planets. So let's go ahead and get all the science stuff, and we're on a cold crescent, so science is very helpful. Let's just go ahead and get Accelerator. Accelerator is really good. Okay, now pirates will hack us. That's why we put that defense hack on. We put this, what is it called? Firewall? Encrypt. We activated Encrypt because pirates can hack us. If that makes sense. And now we should have our first... Not yet. Okay. It should be pretty soon. Once this fills up to the top, it'll teleport to our colony. So I'm just gonna keep going and get all the food upgrades. Food upgrades, big deal. And once our food is crazy high, like sky high, we can go ahead and spread out. We can go ahead and grab these other crescents. So you will be hacking a lot, and you never have to click on this again, because you can't. There's nothing to do, right? There's no buttons to press. So once we colonize this, there's really nothing we can press. So once you colonize it, don't worry about it anymore. And let's just go ahead and keep getting our curiosities. And once this hack is finished, I don't know if there's much else to talk about. I think we got our curiosities. Yeah, we did. Alright, let's go home then, I guess. I think we got all our curiosities done. There we go. Alright, let's go home. Now we don't need to make any new ships. There's really no point in making any new ships right now. And yeah, let's just go home. There's no point in making any new ships. Once we start stealing stuff, we can easily win economy. Okay, so this minor faction detected us. But we should be okay. In 4 turns we can hack them. And we can't talk to them, right? Okay, we're gonna have to talk to these guys. And we're gonna have to pay off these pirates.
Speak.
We don't have enough money to do it. But if we had more money, we can pay them off. Okay. And I do want to hack... I want to hack this... I want to hack Atlas again. And if we hack Atlas again, we can expand. So we're just going to keep hitting end turn for a while. So right now, our economy is not that great. But once we start stealing stuff, our resources will skyrocket. And again, Umbral Choir's strength really depends on who you're stealing from. If you're stealing from, let's say, the best player, your resources will just absolutely skyrocket. Okay, we don't really need spaceships right now. Okay, we can also expand here, even though it's not connected. Because we expand by hacking, we can actually grab this planet right here. So what is this? Lava, lava. Because we don't need a military, lava is actually kind of useless. And forest. We do need food. So this forest planet looks pretty good. But because we're not a military faction, lava planets are kind of useless, to be honest. Oh yeah, one thing I want to mention. If you are linked to your planet, right now we're linked here to this planet. And all the ships we'll be making, if I click on this brand new ship, if I click on this ship, instead of popping up here, because we're linked, our brand new ship will actually pop up here. So that's something to know. All your brand new ships will show up here. Kind of like a shortcut. Once this bar fills up, we should have our first sanctuary. So let's just keep going and get all the food upgrades. And we're just gonna have to keep... Basically, we can't do anything until we hack. But once we hack, we can... Once we hack... There we go. Okay. This is, you know, the big part of the game. Okay. So we hacked this minor faction. And this screen will change depending on what you're hacking. If you're hacking an empire, if you're hacking the pirates, this screen will change. So we have the option of backdoor. Backdoor creates a shortcut for us. That's pretty good because we want this planet here. This will act as a shortcut. Improve image. Improve image will boost our friendship. This will make the quest a lot easier. Uncover secrets. This lowers the cost of talking to them. Now there's a limit to how much you can talk to someone, so this is kind of useless right now. And hack economy. If we hack their economy, they will get a bonus to their economy, and we can also steal it. We're gonna go ahead and click improve image. This will speed up our assimilation. And every faction has access to this. This is not a Umbral Choir thing. There we go. Now our friendship should speed up by a lot. Yeah, you can see here it's now plus 11 per turn. Now we're gonna have a lot of trouble doing their quest because we don't really have a whole lot going on. We're gonna go ahead and hack Atlas again because that's how we expand. So we're gonna go ahead and hack Atlas one more time. This takes 5 turns, and in 5 turns we'll have another planet. Let's do searching. There we go. I'm not really going to talk about these quests because they will be random based on what DLC you have. I'm not going to pick military because we can't fight. It doesn't really matter what faction you are. Yeah, it when it comes to government, it doesn't really matter. Again, you'll win by doing nothing.
The Academy has a
Okay, Horatio took these guys. We can't hack these aliens to make them look bad. So what we want is actually Horatio to come over here and take this, and we will steal everything they make. So we want Horatio to take our colony. And that's how we expand. There we go. You see how in one turn they went from cordial to admissible? See how it's sped up? And our quest is to be friends of them. So let's go ahead and try to be friends of them. Let's do their quest. Destroy the mercenary fleet. We might not be able to do this one because we do no damage. So what we might have to do is just keep hacking them over and over again. If we fill this bar up all the way, we don't have to do the quest. We can skip the quest. So what we can do is just keep being friends of them. Once this bar is full, we don't have to worry about the quest anymore. So let's hack a little bit more. Okay, we got Mediterranean unlocked. Academy. And there we go. Okay, we're hacking a empire. For empires, we have different options. We have create backdoor. This will create a shortcut. Very handy. Sleeper. For Umbral Choir, this is how you get population. So you kind of want to hit Sleeper. This will increase our population by a lot. We can change their government, which as of right now is useless. We can jam commands. Jam commands makes invading a planet much easier. And again, Umbral Choir doesn't benefit from invading a planet. So this is also kind of useless. I think what we're going to do is backdoor. And this will create a shortcut. There we go. Now instead of hacking from here, this is our starting point. Instead of hacking here, this will be our new starting point. Tylus. So as you can see here, we can use this as a starting point. See that? Pretty cool. Now what we want to do is hack it again and start making sleepers. Sleepers is how we get population. As you can see here, our growth is very slow. But once we get population, once we get sleepers, our population will skyrocket. So let's just keep going and get all the food upgrades. Because food upgrades are very important. And once this bar fills up all the way, people will start showing up here. There we go. Now we have people coming here instead of our home planet. And you see that? 16 food, 13 gold. Now this will never upgrade. We can't upgrade this, right? So these numbers will always stay the same. But let's say Horatio takes this planet and starts upgrading it. These numbers here will skyrocket and we can start stealing their resources. It's very hard to explain, but that's how they work. We can hack again. We can hack. We can probably take this asteroid belt. How much bandwidth do we have? Yeah, we can actually go ahead and take this asteroid belt. Let's just go ahead and grab that. And this will give us what? 50 industry? This will give us 50 industry. Okay. And we can hack this colony when it's done. And we can start siphoning off resources. So last turn we made plus 5 gold. And now we're making plus 46 gold. And that's after one hack. So you can see our economy skyrocketed. And you see how quickly this is speeding up. And again, once this bar is full, we can actually skip the quest. Once this bar gets all the way across, we can actually just skip the quest entirely. Now, Umbral Choir is not required to fight, but you're not bad at it either. Umbral Choir combat is actually pretty solid. So there we go. Another colony. And we can start siphoning off these resources. There we go. And now that they're showing up there instead of here, we can go ahead and expand. So what is this? -1 FIDC. This is also -1 FIDC. That's whatever. -1 FIDC is whatever. So we can go ahead and just expand. We can go ahead and grab these. But I want this bar to be full first, if that makes sense. And our hero leveled up. It didn't tell me. We're gonna go ahead and get all the food upgrades. So this is what? +1 food. This is +1 gold. Don't need gold. And we'll get +5 bandwidth. That way we can get more asteroid belts. So we need the food upgrade, and we need the asteroid belt upgrade. There we go. Now our food should skyrocket, right? 77. So it says here 15, but we're actually making 77 because we're stealing. This is a steal faction. In a couple turns, we really should skyrocket. I should mention, every time you protect your planet from a hack, it costs bandwidth. So it's impossible to protect all your planets. Meaning, this planet here should be easy to hack. And you expand by hacking. Okay, we now got our first offense program. And this offense program will speed up our hacks, which is kind of a big deal. Let's go ahead and get money. That way we can buy off the pirates. That way they don't attack us, because they will attack us eventually, even with invisibility. Yeah, let's go ahead and start getting our military ships. I want to get the military ships so we can get this quest done. And to get this planet here, we need to go through our friend, and they might stop us. So we can't actually get this planet right now, because these guys here will stop us from getting it. So we need to finish this quest here, and then we can hack this, if that makes sense. Because these guys here can actually stop our hack, if that makes sense. We're just going to keep heading end turn until you see how quickly our numbers are going up after stealing. Let's go ahead and steal this. Let's go ahead and activate Accelerator, which we just unlocked. This will speed up everything. So let's go ahead and activate Accelerator. Okay. This should speed up the game by quite a bit. And once we get this asteroid belt, we'll have +50 industry, which is kind of a big deal. And turn again. Alright, pretty soon we can pay off the pirates. And this will stop us. This will stop them from attacking us.
What can I do for you?
So let's go ahead and pay them off.
Business is appreciated.
We can also hack them, and that will also pay them off. But hacking pirates is very hard. They're pretty good at it. Okay, we got our first military upgrade. We can get this asteroid belt. So now we have 2 asteroid belts. And now... Okay, cool. Okay. We can upgrade our money by getting this. Getting that. Okay. And we also have these new crescents. We got brand new crescents. So now we can really pop off, if that makes sense. And let's go ahead and I think we have plenty of science. So let's just make all of these money. We'll get bonus money from now on. In a couple turns, our economy should skyrocket. Alright, not worried about that. Let's go ahead and try to hack these pirates. It might not work, because they're pretty good at stopping it. And I'm gonna hack them just so they don't hurt us. Because pirates can attack us eventually. We're not, you know, invincible. Okay, I think we can skip the quest. Yeah, we can skip the quest for 200. So let's just go ahead and do that. And we're gonna have to skip quests that involve fighting. But I think this counts towards quest completion. Yep, this counts as quest completion. Yep, we failed the quest. So as Umbral Choir, you'll pretty much kill all the minor factions. But it still counts as... it's hard to explain. But it still counts as... you know, we got this land. And we got their trait. It's pretty hard to explain, but we're doing the right thing. Okay, once this hack is finished, we can hack these planets and go ahead and grab them. And we can go ahead and hack this and get this planet. And what I want is Horatio to fly over here and steal our outposts, because we actually benefit off that. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade our food again. This should really speed up our income. Okay, now we have the minor faction spaceships, and we can use them to protect ourselves. Let's just go ahead and send them home, and this will protect us from the pirates, maybe. Pretty soon, they will detect us. We can't ignore the pirates forever. Okay, now we can make a military. Let's see. We do want new heroes. What is that? 3 turns? 3 turns is fine. We probably want to expand more. So let's get all the planets unlocked. And I guess we will do military eventually, just so we can kill the pirates easier. There we go. New quest. We can't do military stuff. Our industry is actually high. So let's go ahead and do this one. Our industry is actually skyrocketing. Okay. So the plan now... Really the plan now is waiting for this to fill up. Once this fills up, we'll be good to go. And let's see the difference. So right now we're making 72 dust per turn. And let's see how we are in a turn. Alright. We hacked Nice. Nice is right here. And let's just go ahead and make our first sleeper. And this will be our... this is how we reproduce. So let's go ahead and hit sleeper. And now we can spy on them. This gives us the power to spy on Horatio. So now we can look at their happiness, 78% happiness. We can look at their resources. They're losing -12 money per turn. We can see how fast they're growing. We see all their information, right? We see what they're building. We see everything because of our sleeper. Now, something to know is this. The more sleepers we have... sorry. The more sleepers we have, the more bonuses we get. So right now, we're not siphoning any resources. But once this bar gets full, we will be siphoning off resources. And let's say it's a very successful empire. Let's say this guy is maxed out. We can actually steal unlocks. We can steal these. Let's say they have survival suits and we don't. We can actually steal it. So the more successful the empire is, the better off we get. And we're just going to hack these guys over and over and over again until we get more sleepers, more everything. So this is a very hack heavy faction. And I think I will take this planet here. It looks pretty good. This one here also looks really good. As a pacifist faction, you don't have to worry about overexpanding because we have so much happiness. We will take a happiness cut if we overexpand, but because we have so much happiness, it's whatever. So let's just go ahead. Let's just go ahead and hack. Let's just go ahead and take Dorado. Dorado looks pretty good. This will be our 4th planet. Let's just go ahead and hack it, and I'm fine with this one. Looks fine. We now have plus 50 politics, so let's go ahead and pass a law. Let's just pass a law we can afford. A lot of these look expensive. Yeah, a lot of these just look expensive. I guess we'll get this. We can pass another law. How much happiness do we have? 50, 50, 89. So I guess because of our low population, we can go ahead and grab this. This should give us a science boost. Okay. This should give us a pretty significant science boost. And now our money income should skyrocket. Really, you don't have to worry about traces. Being trace is whatever. Okay, so this was 60 income, and now it's 84 income. So that's pretty good. We're just gonna go ahead and keep getting all the food upgrades. Food upgrades are kind of a big deal. And I think, let's see here. This is almost filled up. This is almost filled up. We're actually gonna turn off the link. Let's actually get rid of these links. I want these crescents to fill up. So I'm actually going to turn these links off. And now all our population should go here. If that makes sense. Now our first military spaceship is actually really good. Like really, really, really good. So our first spaceship does 0 damage. And if we look at our first military, it's 158, which is really solid actually. This is really good for a starting ship. And our other ship is 73 with 300 shield, which isn't bad. So our military ships are actually solid, and all these are invisible. So that's something to know. All your ships are invisible. Also, we should get a new hero soon, right? Let's see. Do we have heroes unlocked? Okay, next turn, right? Okay, next turn we should get new heroes. And we can make the heroes military. There we go. We can go ahead and colonize. There we go. Now this population won't fill up until we link it. So we have to link it to, in order for us to get any resources, we do have to link it. But I do want I do want this to fill up first, if that makes sense. Once this fills up, we can go ahead and link it again. And I will talk to the academy. I don't even know where the academy is. I was gonna talk to the academy, but I don't know where they went.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, we just want to be friends with the pirates so they don't hurt us, because we don't really have a military right now. But we can start a military soon. Okay, we're just gonna keep hacking Shaddai to expand. So we're just gonna keep hacking this over and over again. This will take 2 turns. And we're gonna keep hacking Horatio over and over again, so we can siphon off the resources. So once we have 5 sleepers, we'll start siphoning their stuff. And this is how you get rocks. You get these special rocks by stealing it. So eventually we will get amidium, antimatter, all these crystals here. We actually get these by stealing it. So really we want Horatio to do well. The better they are, the better we are. Okay, we now have our first real military ship. And now the pirates should not be a problem for us. Okay, we hacked the pirates. We can make a shortcut. Not a big deal. We can sabotage supplies. This will make the pirates weaker. We can falsify logs. This will upgrade our friendship. We can eavesdrop. This will make the price cheaper. And we can steal their loot. We have the option of stealing the pirates' loot. Now, because it's turn 30, I don't think the pirates have any loot. And I think we're just gonna upgrade our friendship, which is this one here. We're gonna upgrade our friendship, and I want it to be at least high enough.
What can I do for you? You're making a smart
There we go.
investment.
Now at this point in the game, the pirates should not attack us at all. So now we can just skip military. We don't even need a military because they won't attack us anymore because of our friendship. And there we go. Look at that. Now this is 2. We have 2 of them here. We're gonna get a new one every 2 turns. So really, we're just gonna keep upping our food. We really need to get this maxed out, and then we're gonna link it, and we're gonna get all our sanctuaries maxed out. And that is how you expand. And pretty soon Horatio will grab this. And once Horatio grabs this, we can steal their stuff. Let's go ahead and hack Horatio again. There we go. Now this might work, it might not work, it doesn't super matter. Now if we hack Horatio, they're gonna be mad. So this will make them mad eventually. But we can force peace. We should be able to force peace.
More worried.
Once we force peace, Horatio should not be a problem. Okay, we can expand again. And really just hack over and over and over again. So there we go. Low manpower. The low manpower should be fixed by our population growth. So the low population issue should fix itself. And it did. Okay, I was spot on about that. Okay, we do want to travel to Horatio's land and start stealing everything. So I'm actually going to go ahead and grab this, and we can go to their home planet and just start stealing all their stuff. Now eventually we'll have so much money that we don't need to steal anymore. So for Umbral Choir, we just need to steal until a certain point. Let's see. The rest of these don't super matter. We don't need that. We could sell all our rocks. So let's go ahead and sell our rocks. I think we have 100 rocks. We can go ahead and just sell that. And I think we have a lot of flowers, right? We have all these flowers coming in. So we should have... Yeah, we have 32 flowers. So our flower income is actually pretty solid. I would like us to expand a bit more. That way we can get even more flowers. We're going to go ahead and hack Dorado again. We have to hack every time to expand. And we're going to go ahead and speed this up. Okay, so that'll take 4 churns. And we can expand. Pirates won't attack us because of our friendship. And we can just keep hacking Horatio over and over again. And we will grow pretty fast. Honestly, I don't know what to buy because I think we're good on military. We're gonna go ahead and buy more explorers, and we're just gonna explore the map. If I find another asteroid field, we can go ahead and get that. We can go ahead and get the asteroid field. How much bandwidth do we have? Oh no, we can't afford another asteroid field. So we need to upgrade our bandwidth before we can grab another one. Oh, now pirates can see us. But we're friends of them. So it should be fine. And what we can do is actually buy a pirate mark. What we can do at this point, because we're friends with them, we can buy a pirate mark and kill Horatio. So that's something we can do. Now I don't want to kill Horatio at the start of the game, and we also kind of need to steal from them. So I don't want to steal from Horatio at the start of the game. Election. And there we go. Now we can space travel. Traces. Traces are not a big deal. I don't really care about traces. What's even tracing us? There shouldn't be any. Oh, Horatio's tracing us. Okay. Okay, Horatio knows we're hacking them, which is whatever. It doesn't bother me any. But I think Horatio is caught on to us. They know we're hacking them. Okay, I think at this point we're just gonna explore and just go ahead and explore everything. Maybe we'll find another asteroid field. We'll get our curiosities. And that is our early game. Now once we start stealing from Horatio, our economy should skyrocket. And that's pretty much it for Umbral Choir. We will get all our military ships are actually solid. So when it comes to military, we should be fine. Our military should be fine for a while. Because we don't benefit from taking planets, I'm not going to worry about any of this stuff here. This stuff here doesn't really matter. Invading. We don't really... Invading as Umbral Choir is actually bad because you want to steal, right? You want to keep your opponent alive and steal from them. So invading is honestly not really your thing. And that's pretty much the intro to Umbral Choir. And from here, really your playstyle is just steal, steal, steal. And hack, hack, hack. So from this point forward, we're just going to keep hacking. And what's our happiness? we actually have crazy high happiness, which I'm surprised by. So what we could do is keep going. I think it's -10 for every planet you're over, and we have 91. So what we could do is actually keep grabbing planets, even though we're at our limit. It's not that big of a deal. And really, our opponent's planets will start counting towards ours. Our opponent's planets will count as ours because we're stealing from them. And that is pretty much Umbral Choir. Okay, now we can get more money. So we should get a new hero soon, right? I forget which screen it is. But we should get... Okay, it's right here. So we're halfway towards a new hero. And we can use that hero to fight if we need to. But really, I'm aiming for economy victory. So what we could do is slap a hero on this planet. I really want to win through economy, which we can do very easily by siphoning money. And that's pretty much it for the Umbral Choir guide. I will show you their traits because I totally forgot. I have a lot going on today, so I just forgot. Okay, so let's talk about their traits because I totally forgot. In the shadows, I think in the shadows just means you're invisible, so that doesn't matter. This is a negative. Your manpower is low. So normally we would have 3,000 manpower by now, but of Umbral Choir we don't have manpower, and what that means is our ships will have lower damage. So these numbers here will be wrong. It says 158, but without manpower, you need manpower to do damage. So really this 158 is probably more like 100 because we don't have manpower to actually pilot the ship. So as Umbral Choir, you will have a lot of manpower issues. To fix that, we need to get our sleeper. To fix our manpower issue, we need to steal the sleeper right here. You see the sleeper right here? This is actually our fighter. We need to steal Horatio and put him on our crescent, and that will fix our manpower issue. So you need sleepers. This just says for every manpower you have. This says for every manpower you have, you get more bandwidth. So that's pretty good. More bandwidth means more asteroid belts. This just says you can hack 2 things at once at the start of the game. This says -50 to trading. Because we steal resources, trading is whatever. You can see here we're getting, what, like 10 rocks per turn, and now we can sell it. I think we unlock selling, right? Oh, not yet. But once we unlock selling, we can actually sell these rocks, and we'll get a big boost to our money. Stay at home. Stay home says the penalty for overexpanding is a lot worse than other people. But again, I think even with this penalty, this is a downside. I think even with this downside, we can still overexpand. We can get one more planet. And we really need food to up our population speed. So what's our population speed right now? We're actually getting 1 per turn. We're getting 1 guy every turn. Once these fill up, we can go ahead and get our sanctuaries going, and this will fill up the other planets. So right now, we're not getting any resources from this planet, But once we get our population going, we will. I guess, let's see. So far, a lot of negatives. This says here we have faster hacking speed, so that's really good. We can increase this even more through technology. I think there's a hacking upgrade somewhere. One of these says, yeah, right here, 10% faster hacking. And as Umbral Choir, this will be a big deal. So you want to get that technology. Or maybe steal it. We can steal technologies. Ghosts. All your ships are cloaked except for the Behemoths, which is whatever. Basically, you need the Supremacy DLC for this to matter. +1 bandwidth per sleeper. Now, sleepers are not permanent, so this is something you have to keep track of. We need to steal those sleepers and make them our manpower. So sleepers are very hard to explain. Sleepers can be its own video. This says we start out with blue rocks. Very nice. This says we start out with yellow rocks. Very nice. This says creating a city is more expensive, which is talking about this. So instead of 25 flowers, this is going to be 50 flowers. So city expansion is going to be very difficult for Umbral Choir. So we're not gonna make a new city anytime soon, which doesn't really matter. Honestly, these city upgrades don't matter because we don't need a spaceport. Because of our teleporting, spaceports don't matter to us. So really, this is whatever. This is we can just ignore this screen. This screen here doesn't matter. And because of our negative to trade, we don't need trading either. So really, all this stuff here we don't have to worry about. That this entire screen we don't need it. We don't need it all. And we start out with 2 technologies unlocked. And we start out. We have bonus bombardment. Now bombardment is, I think that's only invading. So now we have bonus. Our bombardment is now a lot better. This will make invading a planet much easier. But I don't think we will. I don't think we will invade a planet. But if we choose to invade a planet, it's now much easier. So we got a bonus to bombardment. So that's pretty good. Okay, so the next turn, we're just gonna keep upping our economy. Right, this is our economy right now. 200 that, 300 that. You can see these numbers here. We're making crazy economy. And I think we're just gonna spend the rest of the game just keep increasing that over and over again. And now we're gonna expand the universe. And we're just gonna hack. Really, what we're looking for is a planet that's not defended. I'm looking for a planet that's not defended, and we're just gonna hack it over and over again. And with the backdoor option, we can create shortcuts. So you can see right here, this has a backdoor, and instead of hacking here, we can now hack here, right? So really, we can explore the universe using this backdoor mechanic. But backdoors can also be destroyed. So sleepers can be destroyed. It's actually this button here. This button here destroys sleepers every 5 turns. Now this is a real pain to deal with. You can see there it took us 6 turns to hack this. And they can get rid of their sleeper in 5 turns. So that's really painful. We can actually grab this planet here. We can start here. We can start right here and hack this planet here and grab it even though it's in the middle of nowhere, we can actually get these planets right here. And that's an Umbral Choir thing. We did unlock space travel, so now we can go ahead and cross over, and we can do whatever we want because we're invisible. So we can go anywhere on the map and not get hurt. These pirates, though, unlocked seeing us. So these pirates can see us. So that's something to worry about. But yeah, basically with Umbral Choir, I'm going to be focusing on a economy victory. And I think that's it for the early game. I'm just going to hack over and over again. Maybe steal some unlocks. And I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and show you my save file. So I'm going to go ahead and quit. I'm going to keep teaching you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and quit this early game. And I'm going to show you my Umbral Choir maxed out. And I can show you why economy victory is very easy. This is why economy victory is very easy for us. Okay. This is turn 300, so a lot's going on. And let me go ahead and click on this home planet we have. This is our home. And I can show you why economy victory is extremely easy. So this is all our stuff maxed out. I have pretty much everything maxed out. So I can show you why economy victory is so easy. So we're making 2,000 food every turn. We're making 3,000 gold every turn. We're making 11,000 science every turn. You can see here we're making 13,000 dust every turn. And eventually we will fix our manpower. So you can see here we have 5,000 manpower. We also have 100,000 influence. And you can see here, look at all this. We have 999 red rocks. We have 999 yellow rocks. We have 999 red rocks. We have 600 antimatter. We have 600 blue crystals. And we have 26 green crystals. And when we look at our military, let's go ahead and look at our military. This is what? 11,000 damage. Just casually 11,000 damage, right? This is what? 3,000 damage. 2,000 damage. And you can see here that I only own like 5 planets, and that's it. I own 5 planets and I'm making 13,000 per turn. This is 600 damage. This is 200 damage, right? So this is the ship I just unlocked. Turn 20? So I unlocked this ship turn 20, and now it does 600 damage. And I can probably get this damage even higher. This is not the lowest it can go. And you can see here that I actually killed all the pirates. I actually have the pirate. This is the pirate leader right here. I now control the pirate leader. Once you kill all the pirates, you unlock the leader. So now I control the pirate leader. And the pirate leader gives a boost to my military. So let's actually find my military, which I think I sold. I don't know if I actually have my military because I think I sold it. Okay, so you can see here, 13,000 damage. Another 13,000 damage. My hero is doing 500 damage with 14 speed. So you can see here, I don't control. You can see here that I don't control the map like at all, but I'm actually making more money. This guy has like 20 planets, and I'm actually making more money than him. I have 4 planets, and I'm making more money than a guy with like 50 planets. Now this is a lot of work. I do want to say that this is a crap ton of work. But if you put all this work in, you'll be making. You can win through economy. And yeah. So you can see in the guide that we had a very slow start, but once we get past that slow start, we skyrocket. And you can see our sanctuaries, right? Let me go ahead and show you my sanctuaries. So you can see this is full. This is full. All our sanctuaries are full. We have a lot of food. We're making sanctuaries like crazy. Because of our influence, we have a lot of laws. I can now afford the expense. Here, see this? I have all the expensive laws. All these laws are very expensive, but to me, I can afford it. If I were to get rid of these laws, I would actually make double politics. So right now, I'm getting plus 900. If I were to get rid of all these laws, I get like plus 2,000. I get like plus 2,000 purple stars every turn. And yeah. They are a democracy. I don't know if I mentioned that. They're a democracy, and I think that's gonna be it for this video. I can hack 4 times at once. I can hack 4 people at once. So I can hack this planet, this planet, and this planet, and this planet all in one turn. I got speed of 290. So our speed is really high. We have 400 bandwidth. When I started up the game, I had 50. Now we have 400. So you can see here, it really skyrockets, right? You can see there, it really, really skyrockets. And I can talk about hacking more, but I think I'll end it there. As you can see, it really gets out of control, and it's fun. I think Umbral Choir is a lot of fun. And again, you grow depending on how strong your opponent is. So the stronger your opponent, the faster you'll grow. So really, you want your opponent to be as strong as possible, and then steal everything from them. And that is the Umbral Choir tutorial, or the guide. You can see here I control basically no land. I have like 0 land, but I'm still making more resources than anyone. I'm pretty sure I have more resources than this guy. So yeah, that is the Umbral Choir guide. There's a lot of stuff I missed, like all the hacking upgrades. I'm not going to talk about all the hacking upgrades, but this is just a basic intro, and this should be enough to get you started. Thanks for watching. I really enjoy this faction, and yeah, so just thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.